This is the plaintiff, Melvin Gibbs. He says he's an accountant, and the defendant has been his client for a few years. The defendant owed the government money, so he gave him some time to pay his bill for his services rendered. Well, it's been months. He hasn't received a dime, and is suing this louse for every penny of his $173.84 fee. This is the defendant, Sean Lanier. He says the plaintiff forgot to send in his tax return for the 2015 tax year, and that's why he isn't paying him. The plaintiff even admitted he forgot to send in the return, and there's no way he's paying him for something he didn't do. He's accused of not playing fast and loose with Uncle Sam.
All parties, please use your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiff's an accountant got stiffed by the defendant, but the defendant says the plaintiff forgot to file his 2015 return. It's the case of 1040 over and out.
Thank you, Douglas. The Extend Group Incorporated, represented by Melvin Gibbs, you're the owner?
Yes, I am.
You are an accountant or a tax preparer?
Tax accountant.
Tax accountant, okay. You are suing Sean Lanier, your former client, for $173.84 for his 2016 tax preparation that he refuses to pay you. All right, talk to me. What happened?
It's very simple. Mr. Lanier had contacted me back in February to prepare his 2016 return. We exchanged text information. I picked up the actual W-2s from him and also other relevant documents. I prepared the return, informed them of there was a problem, that it could not have been electronically filed because of the fact that the adjusted gross income number that he had given me wasn't correct from 2015 to 2016.
Wait, what was it that was wrong?
When you electronically file, you use an electronic signature or a PIN number.
You're talking about electronically filing your tax return?
That is correct.
Okay, so what was the problem with electronically filing?
There was not a PIN number on file.
Right, but don't you get that?
Mind you, when I prepared his return in 15, I gave him a paper file.
Right, I understand that.
For him to mail in.
So what were you telling him the problem was? Because I would imagine you'd know how to get it electronically filed.
Yes, I do.
So,
and the problem is that the Internal Revenue Service did not have a adjusted gross income number for me to use as the PIN for the 2016 filing, which would have been the number that I would have had from his 2015.
So you told him you don't keep the records?
Yes, I do.
I'm not understanding. What was the problem? You're not making it clear to me, so you're going to have to do better. Don't just repeat yourself. Think about how you're going to convey your thought to me in a way that I can understand.
Let me state this, please. This is the 2015 tax return.
15.
Right, that I prepared from.
Got it.
And I was compensated for time and everything else. I handed it to him for him to mail in because he owed the government.
Because he has to sign it and mail it out.
That is correct.
Got it.
Now, 2016, New York State mandates that all returns must be electronically filed. Not Internal Revenue, but New York State.
Right.
So you have to file.
Assuming that everyone who works has a computer and, you know.
That you have to take up with.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to take anything up with New York. Go ahead.
The issue is that this return right here.
Which is what?
The 2015.
Right.
Whether he submitted to the government or not, I have no knowledge because I prepare it and I hand it to him. And
are you saying that you completed a paper return, handed it for him to mail, and he didn't mail it in? Is that what
that's not my concern. My concern is for him
I know
to
it's not your concern, but you need, my gosh, just speak plainly. It appears.
It may appear.
It would appear that the problem was that the IRS or New York State was saying, we never got a 2015 return, right? I'm not saying it's your fault. Just answer what they were saying.
I don't know. That's the whole thing.
Well, didn't they tell you?
They just pointed out when you electronically file, you get an error. And the error shows that the adjusted gross income number for the prior year does not match the adjusted gross income number that I have to electronically file. Did anybody
ever call them to say, can you speak in plain English like I'd like everybody to? So what turns out to be the problem? What happened? The 2015 was never mailed out?
Yeah, my 2015 was never.
Yeah, but it's not his job to mail it out. He hands it to you, and you got to sign it and stuff.
I mailed it out. They said it was never submitted when I was doing it this year, 2016. I'm like,
submitted by you, not by him. His job is to prepare it. Your job is to send it.
I understand that.
Okay.
I sent it in.
And they never got it.
Yeah. And then when I told him about it, he said, oh, I forgot. Let me do it right now. That's what he said.
Well, meaning he'd do it for you. He'd print it out a second time and send it in because you didn't mail it out last year.
No, I guess he was going to put it through electronically. I don't know. When I asked him about it, he said,
Why aren't you paying the guy? The guy's suing you because you won't pay for his 2016 preparation.
Yeah, because he didn't do it for 2015. I have it right here. It says, I have no tax return filed for 2015. This
I'm
guy
sorry,
right here.
stop. You did it on paper 2015, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
And I sent
so
it
now I
in.
want you to think. So you give him all the stuff, the W-2, any other relevant tax document. He prepares the documents for you.
Yes.
And then he gives them to you.
Yes.
Because you got to sign them.
Yep. And I sent it in. And I gave
Okay.
him. Yep.
Why did you send it in? Was that your job? Yes. So if you sent it in and the IRS didn't get it, that's between you, the IRS, and the Postal Service. What did he do wrong that you would not pay him for preparing your 2016 taxes?
Because when I went down to the IRS, right, I asked him, I said, did you receive my 2016 for this year? Because he's asking me about a PIN number, right? So I'm like, I'm trying to get the PIN number. I go down to the office. It's in Bethpage. I'm trying to get the PIN number. They said, oh, you can't file 2016 because you didn't do a 2015. I'm like, okay. I let him know about it. He said, oh, okay, I'll put it through now. This is what he tells me.
Meaning he'll do you the favor of clearing up the fact that you never mailed it in.
He made it seem like he forgot to do it.
Except for that you know that you have to sign the paper document and you're the guy who mails it out because you pick it up and you don't sign it and say, here, do my mail for me. You take it with you, you sign it, and it's your job.
Yep.
And you said you remembered mailing it out. So what difference does it make if he makes it sound like it's... I think that what you're saying is that he offered to send in your 2015, but I don't care. Why aren't you paying him for 2016?
Because 2015, they said never got submitted.
What does it have to do with the guy? The guy's a working stiff doing your taxes in 2015. He may sound like a computer, but he's a working stiff who has trouble communicating, but he's a working stiff who did your taxes in 2015 and then did them again in 2016.
Okay.
You paid him for 2015. You either forgot to mail it in, which that's going to be if I was a betting woman, I'd bet the ponies on that. But anyway, or you mailed it in and they didn't get it, so you can go blame the post office. You can do whatever you want.
But
the bottom line is the only guy who isn't responsible for the IRS not getting your 2015 returns is him. He's not responsible. So if that's the case, why on earth would you not pay the man for the services he rendered in 2016?
Only because I paid him for 2015, and I have a letter from the IRS saying that my 2015 was never done. I paid him to do it for 2015.
No, the 2015 was done. And when you have since then filed your 2015s, right? Who filed them? You filed them, or you filed your 2015s?
I don't know.
Who filed them?
I prepared them.
Who sent a new copy to the IRS? You did?
So, I don't know, do accountants and, other professionals, lawyers, doctors, whatever, do they have problems communicating in simple, understandable terms?
Yes, most definitely. They have serious communication problems sometimes.
Why is that? Because a lot of them are smart. Why is that? I'm trying to understand.
They're just using professional jargon to try and convince us of whatever they say.
So you think they're frauds, kind of, that they're trying to get over on you?
They might be. I definitely don't trust them, I have to be honest.
Wow, see how I got her to that point? What do you say?
I agree with her.
Do you really?
Yes.
Do you really? Okay, you're laughing. What do you say?
I agree with her too.
Why? Do you really think that most people that they do it to get over on you?
Probably yes.
Wow, lawyers too?
Yes.
We're such a friendly group.
Yes.
Going inside the courtroom.
I don't know who sent it. However, I will state this. When the
I probably won't understand what you're trying to convey. Go ahead.
You may or you may not. What happens with the Internal Revenue and New York State computers is this. The electronic filing season...
I don't care. Listen, dude, seriously.
I
know. I got what happened. You worked twice. You got paid once. I get it. I just need... Did you get paid for 2015?
Yes, I did.
Okay. That's one time you worked. Did you get paid for 2016?
Not as of yet.
Right. That's 2 times you worked. You got paid for once. You want to get paid for the second one. Have I got your case?
Cool.
Excellent. Now stop interrupting me with extraneous stuff that doesn't matter and bores me. Now why don't you pay the man?
I told you.
Okay, then don't tell me again. You're right. You're right. Why am I asking?
All right, hold on.
Why am I asking?
Hold on.
You are crazy.
I'm not
Why
crazy.
don't you pay the man for work that he did? Stop a second and let me just ask a question because I really do want to know this. Has anyone in the room, anybody at all, seen to it that the IRS got a copy now of that 2015 return. I just want a yes or no if you're the guy who did it. Did you send the IRS the 2015 return now that you know that they didn't get it? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So the 2015 return that you sent them, how'd you get your hands on it?
From him.
Oh. And who did that return?
He did.
Oh, okay. So then you benefited from the 2015.
I paid him for that.
That's behind us.
I paid him for
and
that.
then you benefited from the 2016, because the IRS has your 2016 taxes too. Who prepared those?
He did.
Oh, okay.
But-
And how do you figure you're going to skate on paying the guy?
But they told me they never received 2015.
I don't care. That's your problem, your fault. What do you do for a living?
Hold on.
What do you, no, you hold up. What do you do for a living?
I'm a bartender.
You're a bartender. Okay,
yeah.
watch this. Can I have a Doers and water with ice?
I don't have any, like...
Okay, so you give it to me. Pretend you give it to me. I take it and I say, see you later. And I start drinking it and I walk away. What do you say?
Hey, you gotta pay for it.
That's right. Pay the man $173.84 plus your court cost.
Well, the plaintiff does prevail. Mr. Lanier, do you get it? Do you understand? Do you think you get it?
Yeah. But, you know...
What just happened?
Well, he won the case, obviously, but, you know...
You got to pay him. He
Yeah.
did your taxes. You got to pay him.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
It didn't seem like you didn't understand that in there. That's why you're here.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
All right. Well, tough way to learn a lesson. All right. Get these taxes in. Don't forget them this time. Okay. Here comes the plaintiff, the tax accountant, Mr. Gibbs. You were having problems getting your point across to the judge as well. I don't know why, but what do you think the problem was?
I just wanted to explain that when you electronically file,
Yeah.
it's based on information from the prior year. If you send a paper return in, government doesn't get it on time,
Yeah.
and after November 15th of that year of electronic filing,
Yeah.
they don't have that information. So he had to tell me that there was nothing filed electronically or anything else, so I just had to send it in as a zero return, and now everything has been done.
Well, okay. The point is, that didn't matter to the judge. She just wanted to know, you wanted to get paid for doing the taxes? You did his taxes, you deserve to get paid. You understand?
Naturally.
Because you were going to win. You were ahead. All you had to do was keep quiet. You were winning. Thank you
I'm
very
sorry.
much. Congratulations. You're a winner.
Thank you.
You got your $173 from the People's Court. You're here. How are you, Harvey? What do you think?
Okay, Doug, I mean, look, here's the case. You know the term in sports, no harm, no foul. In this case, even if there was a mistake, it really didn't matter. It didn't have any impact. So, you know what? I'll tell you another Latin term, which I sometimes use. De minimis non curat lex. In the law, that means, that's Latin for the law does not cure small things. So there you learn something. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.